Part 3 of our virtual Why Chaska exhibit is Why Jonathan in Chaska? To answer that question, we have 5 distinct parts. Number 1 is Jonathan, tomorrow's futuristic new town. Number 2 is Jonathan preserving the natural environment. Number 3 is Jonathan planned for people to grow with families. Number 4 is Jonathan, an incubator for ideas. And last, number 5, Jonathan, selling the dream and the concept. Part 1, Jonathan, tomorrow's futuristic new town. Some of the catchwords and phrases used were Minnesota's planned city of tomorrow, an adventure in meeting the changing future, a vast dream planned community, a Midwest wonder town. A list of futuristic goals and plans for Jonathan included a population goal of 50,000 people, a totally self-contained city, fully developed industrial, commercial, service, and recreational facilities, a park-like setting to live in, a dedicated commuter corridor to Minneapolis, a vast town center built over the railroad commuter corridor to Minneapolis, villages ringing the town center, innovative and flexible forms of housing, the safest and securest city in this part of the world, the highest and best use of land possible, a 20% total area for green space and man-made lakes, a sportsman's and hiker's paradise, pedestrian corridors that do not cross roads or encounter any traffic, the safest by plan separation of vehicular from pedestrian traffic, and homes will be wired with cable for interactive TV. Supporting quotes for this futuristic new town include by Joel Smith, "I saw this as a great adventure. It was really exciting and the leading edge of everything. It was a chance to do it right." By Gail Kincannon, "We bought into a dream." By Dick and Suzanne Hagen, "We came for the good design and a fresh start. We valued the planned community." By Jim Myrick, "We came to be part of the Jonathan experiment." And by Nate Bostrom, "Jonathan's amenities looked great, and Chaska did appear to be the best small town in Minnesota." Part 2, Preserving the Natural Environment. As explained by Henry T. McKnight, founder and president in 1971, the major opportunity with a new town such as Jonathan is to plan the community for minimum negative impact on the environment, while making sure that the people who will live there enjoy that quality of life that makes living worthwhile. It offers opportunities to preserve the natural environment, conserve our remaining resources, and even improve the countryside. And in the Jonathan's Progress of 1971, the basic idea behind the completely new town of Jonathan is respect for the preservation of the land, as witnessed by ecological standards like preservation of tree cover on slopes, conservation of ground vegetation, essential to erosion control, and locating housing sites and roads to preserve surrounding land and natural watershed systems. Supporting quotes include from Marsh Hallberg, "We came for the Jonathan concept, green space, and Jonathan covenants to protect property values." And from Bill Johnson, "I love the trail system and the Jonathan concept of relatively small residential lots, but large acreage of open common space in greenways, parks, and tot lots." Part 3, Jonathan planned for people to grow along with families. The catchword or phrase used was hometown. As described in the Dick Hagen collection of Jonathan documents, the real difference between ordinary towns and the new town of Jonathan is this: our new town is for people, and it will grow with people. It is planned that way. Planned for all kinds of people with all kinds of needs and all kinds of ideas about how they want to live. Planned not for how many structures can be crammed into it, but for the quality of life its people can enjoy. For family times, the opportunity to live in an interactive community, one where people can enjoy each other. And again from the Dick Hagen collection of Jonathan documents. Jonathan is planned to offer the fullest possible range of housing to enable everyone to find the home they want, now and in the years ahead, where people can live up to their full potential and capabilities as human beings, where human needs rather than traditional restrictions and ordinances serve as a basis for all design and development. Respect for the land, preserving and enhancing natural resources, and keeping them accessible to all residents from every home and neighborhood. A community without barriers of race, income, education, or age, and planned in such a way that the community can change and adapt as future needs require and new technologies permit. A city that will renew itself. Supporting quotes include by Bob Moeller, "Jonathan is an Inclusive, Heterogeneous Community for All Types of People and Families by Tom Morris. As we learned about Jonathan and all the added trails and play areas, we really believed it was the perfect place to raise our family. By John Stapleton. Loved the vision of Henry McKnight, that work and home are 5 minutes apart, that you know your neighbors, and that there is diversity in your neighborhood. By Sue Nightingale Kelso. All three of our children still say how happy they are. They got to grow up in Jonathan and Chaska. They had so much freedom with safety built in. It afforded us the best life. And by Martha Brown, really appealed to us as a place for families. Part 4, Jonathan, an incubator for ideas. Some of the catchwords, phrases used were incubation for ideas and Ideaopolis. An example of these new ideas is CSI. The idea of a community information system was to provide a wide range of communication services via community-wide coaxial cable network for these anticipated benefits to Jonathan residents. A home message center, shopping by television, facsimile printing, cashless transactions and banking services, transportation information, a road and travel service, citizen feedback through opinion polling, a community calendar of events, a remote desktop calculator, premium television programs, sporting events and movies, music of your choosing, interactive games, current entertainment, recreation information, emergency health information, computer-aided educational instruction, electronic newspaper, electronic library, private two-way radio conferencing, education for handicapped and homebound, and a community correspondence school. Supporting quote, again from Marsh Hallberg, Jonathan has always provided incubation for ideas. And finally, part 5, Jonathan selling the dream and the concept. Catchwords and phrases used were Jonathan represents perfection, countryside living, and urban convenience. Supporting quotes include from Bob Lindahl, all in on the concept to be part of Jonathan. By Gary Cooper, it was just the right house at the right time. By Fred Plocker, they came for the Jonathan concept and the land price values sold buyers. By Dr. Richard Olson, the new town concept was exciting. By Marsh Hallberg, love at first sight for the Jonathan concept. By Walt Ripplinger, bought into Jonathan because the price was right. Finally, by Jim Myrick, we came to be part of the Jonathan experiment.